Hey guys, this is Valentina Palladino for Ars Technica, and today I'm here taking a look at Huawei's new Matebook X. So Huawei has only been in the PC business for a couple of years now, so this is one of their first-ish products. It looks remarkably like Apple's MacBook. One of the cool things here is that you have this Onetouch Login system where there's a fingerprint reader underneath the power button, so it will turn on the device and it will also recognize who you are, which user is using it, and it will automatically log you in. So it's a one-touch login system. You have this 13-inch body here. It has a 2K non-touch display, and Huawei's reasoning behind that is because they wanted to keep this as thin and light as possible, so they didn't want to add the touchscreen in there to add more bulk, I guess, to it. You can see it's super thin on the side, and it has two USB-C ports, one on this end and one on this end. So that's one extra versus Apple's MacBook. Another nice thing on the side here, you have super thin bezels. So these are 4.4 millimeter bezels. It's very slim profile. You have a lot of screen space to work with, even though it is just a 13-inch notebook. And there is a webcam up here as well. They managed to squeeze that in even on a very small bezel at the top. This is a fully backlit keyboard, a full keyboard. You have every key here, and then none of them are really in a weird spot, which is nice. This is a Windows 10 device, so you have the precision touchpad that usually comes with those. So there will be a couple of different models of this. It will support at least up to 512 gigabytes of storage, and standard it'll have 8 gigabytes of RAM, at least in the US. So this is made of a Huawei proprietary material. We're not really sure what that is. It kind of feels like metal, but Huawei claims that this material that it has built this with will absorb the heat from use. So it's guaranteed to not overheat, at least that's what they say. We'll have to really put this through a regular workday to see if that actually holds up. This is also a fanless design, and that also contributes to why they wanted to kind of keep this screen non-touch and fanless, so they could keep the entire body of the device as thin and light as possible. And there's also Dolby Atmos technology in here, so instead of PC audio being an afterthought, which a lot of companies are trying to up their game with audio, Huawei is as well, so they worked with Dolby to kind of develop the speakers and develop the sound system so that you get the best audio possible. And on battery life, Huawei claims that this Matebook X will last at least 10 hours on a single charge. Again, we're going to have to put that through our test to see if that holds up, but that's a pretty decent battery life. So first impressions of the Matebook X is that it's really nice. I really like how thin and light it is. Again, it looks very much like Apple's MacBook. This color that we have here is Prestige Gold, and that will be available in the US, as well as a space gray color. China will also get an additional color that's a rose gold color that the US will not get. I really like how large the keys are and how spacious the keyboard is, especially compared to the size of the entire keyboard deck. And the touchpad seems really nice at first use. So overall, very nice thin and light device, and also this one-touch login is something that I really like now on new laptops because it just makes it so much easier for you to log in, especially if you have multiple users on this device. It will be able to recognize different users by their fingerprint, so if you do share this with somebody. So while I do like that it has two USB-C ports, it's still really thin, so it doesn't leave a lot of space for other ports. As you can see, you just have a headphone jack on this side, and that's pretty much it. But Huawei did kind of think of that, so they made this new dock that can connect just with USB-C. And here you have USB-A, HDMI, VGA, and another USB-C